before they become distributed to the masses. Think of it as a company that's starting out. They just got incorporated as a corporation. They have shares of stock, and now they're looking for angel investors to buy those stocks to raise money to help promote their business, or in this case, their cryptocurrency, to bring it out into the masses. An ICO just simply, the coin is not exactly on the exchange. It's not on CoinMarketCap. It's not anywhere yet because it's still being pre-mined maybe, and the developers are looking for investors to buy those coins from them before they release the rest of them into the market. Okay. Me personally, I don't invest in ICOs. I'm not telling you not to, but the reason why I don't invest in them is because I only buy coins that have proven themselves already. I'm not going to buy a coin that's ranked number 699 on CoinMarketCap because that is why in my Getting Started guide, I tell you that the market capitalization has to be 100 million plus, and the 24-hour volume has to be 1 million plus for me to consider it, and for you to even consider it, because those coins show some type of promise. Because there is something called, one thing that you want to look out for, and a lot of ICOs are known for this, is called a P&D, which stands for pump and dump, which means that the investors will pump up a coin, and you'll see one day on CoinMarketCap this unknown coin that you've never heard of has this 800% gain one day. Yeah. And you're like, man, I need to buy this coin. So here's what happened. The naive person will say, wow, this coin went up 800%. Let me buy some because it's only 13 cents per coin. Let me spend $200 on there. The next day it tanks, and then you're left holding the bag. That's the dump. Because the investors already got your money. They're going sip their Mai Tais on their private island, and you're stuck holding a coin that you can't even trade because no one wants it because it's worthless. In other words, the developers left the project because they got paid off of it, and they just said, screw this, F this, I'm done with it, I got the money, I don't care about this coin. And that happened to a few coins. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a very popular coin called Dash. Have you heard of that one?
I have not heard of Dash. Actually, I've seen it, but I don't know much about it. I actually saw that. Okay,
Dash is a remake of a coin that used to be called Dark Coin.
I heard of it.
Dark Coin came out with the coin to compete with a coin called Litecoin.
I heard of Litecoin.
Okay, the developers just failed at that coin. I mean, miserably. They failed it. So they took what they can. They ran, left investors holding the bag. A new set of developers forked the repository on GitHub and created the Dash coin and introduced X11 technology, which is a new algorithm to process cryptocurrency. And now it took off. Dash is I think number 9 or 10 on CoinMarketCap.com, but that's an example just to show you that you can take a coin and fork it on GitHub and redo the coin, and if you have enough people backing it, you can revive that coin even under a different name, because most of these coins are just clones or forks of existing coins because of their algorithm. That's why I don't deal with ICOs, because it's just all that they did was they probably forked a coin, say, okay, we're going to sell animal rights coin, for example. Like I can create a coin right now and say, I'm going to call this coin Kisi coin. And this coin is going to be aimed at podcasters that want to raise money to spread their podcast across a nation. And then I can collect money by doing an ICO, an ICO, throw up some type of white paper, build some type of cheap WordPress website, have people investing in the coin, and then I'm already like up $4 million, and I just drop the project. You don't hear from me again. You can't contact me. You can't email me, and that's it.
Right.
The coin doesn't make it to the market. I'm not saying every ICO does that, but when I hear about a coin having an ICO, I don't invest in it. I wait for it to hit the markets, hit the exchanges, and then I just buy it the normal way.
Right. I was telling folks that in my chat room that Robinhood, an app that now it's actually a known app in both mobile stores and also our website, Robinhood.com. But it actually is a site or an app where you can actually trade with minimal fees. I think there's no fees. I think they get their money by holding, like a bank does, off interest with your money sitting in their account. But they are offering a free share for folks to sign up. And I was giving them my link because I need the free share. But
most definitely.
Share.robinhood.com/KeyC. You sign up, they give me a share to give you a share. And they're actually joining the crypto market, I think, in the next week or so. I think that's when I saw. Or maybe it's the next couple weeks. But they will soon allow you to trade crypto as well. But that's Robinhood. Share.robinhood.com/KeyC so that you can get your free share. I've got 3 now. I've got Groupon, I've got Cherokee Electric, and I've got a Sprint coin. Sprint share. Pretty funny, pretty nifty, nice. Man. It's funny, little one share, but heck, I didn't pay for them.
But that one share could grow into other ones, especially if you reinvest it.
It could. All right, so as far as your experience, the ones that are in Coinbase, like I said, there's Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Ripple. Out of those 4, because there's some people who haven't really dived into the coins outside of those areas. They just stuck with the safe ones in Coinbase. They didn't really go on and experiment and went and got Ripple and the other ones outside because they really didn't understand the process, et cetera, et cetera. But out of those 4, what's your thoughts as far as, I know we already talked about Bitcoin and how far it has, soared, and you said you personally yourself would not get Bitcoin, but what's your thoughts about Ethereum or Litecoin?
Okay, if you're going to trade coins on the exchange and you need to move them, and you're holding Bitcoin, Coinbase is going to charge you like an enormous fee because you're moving Bitcoin to an exchange. Ethereum is a lot cheaper and Litecoin is a lot faster. So my point is this. If you plan to get coins, like you have a coin that you're interested in and it's not on Coinbase, it's on an exchange, and you need to move your money to an exchange, get Ethereum or Litecoin first and move that over to the exchange because you will not be paying a lot of fees. Litecoin is going to be a little bit faster as far as processing it than Ethereum, but Ethereum is a lot cheaper. So if I know that I want Cardano or Tron from Binance, which is an exchange,
right,
I will go to Coinbase and I will buy Ethereum.
Right.
And I will, because Ethereum is cheaper to move over. So I will invest in Ethereum and I will move my Ethereum coins over to Binance and I'll trade those for Cardano or Ripple. And in the guide that I provided, it tells you what you need to do in order to move, like what to look for on Binance to make sure that you're not buying Ethereum to say, oh, okay, I'm going to buy Ethereum because I want Lisk, for example, which is another coin. And you find out now that Lisk isn't even paired with Ethereum on Binance. So you're like, crap, now I'm stuck with this Ethereum coin. It tells you exactly what you need to do first before you even put your money into Coinbase to buy a certain coin. So Ethereum, personally speaking, I love it. Why? Because Ethereum is the first platform that comes out with the smart contract, which is the way how a lot of business will be done in the future as well, because a smart contract will make sure that things are on the up and up. Here's a quick example. You're selling you're selling an iPhone X to me.
Yep.
3 things can go wrong with that.
Okay.
I can give you my money,
yep,
and you can run off with it, yep, and I'm like out of $800. That's the first thing.
Yep.
The second thing is I can say, hey, why don't I give you half of the money, you ship it to me, let me test it out, and if I like it, I'll give you the other half, and you say, okay, cool, I give you half of it, and then I run off, and then you don't get, and then you're shorted like half of the money that you wanted for it.
Right.
So that's problem number 2.
Yep.
The third thing is, I can say, well, I know you're a cool dude, bro, but I don't trust you. And you may be like, yeah, I don't trust you either, man, so what we can do is we can get an escrow agent, like to act as an intermediary to hold the money. So you give him your iPhone, I give him the money, and then what happens? He can run off, and then we're both screwed. The smart contract prevents all of that from happening, and Ethereum is the one that pioneers that. Here's what happens in a smart contract. If I want your iPhone, okay, you would give the amount equivalent to your iPhone plus another 50%. So if you're selling it for $1,000, you're going to have to give 1,500 in Ethereum tokens to the smart contract.
Okay.
I would just have to give. I would have to give 2,000. I would have to give 1,000 plus another 1,000 for a deposit. Then you would ship the iPhone to me.
Yep.
Then once the smart contract is already activated, I have to physically sign for that smart contract to be executed so that they can release the Ethereum tokens to you. So that means that, and then I have a set time. So if I don't sign it within like 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever the terms of the smart contract is, guess what? I'm stuck with the iPhone. You get the money. I get back my deposit. If I'm too busy to not check it and that 2 days lapse, guess what? That's my fault. That's not yours, because a smart contract will release it automatically to you because it's not a person. It would just think that, okay, the recipient liked the iPhone, so I'm going to release the money according to the terms of the smart contract to the seller, which is you.
Right.
So that's what the smart contract does in a nutshell, and that's why I like Ethereum, because they're the ones that came up with that concept.
See, some people don't understand. They think these are just coins out of the air. These coins are actually based upon real companies that have come out and developed this coin or this cryptocurrency.
Exactly. There's another one called Patientory that just came out, and the thing I like about Patientory is it aims to solve the problem of the medical records that I was talking about earlier. And that one is actually based in Atlanta. All of the developers, the CEO of the coin is an African-American woman, so it's U.S. based. I think you can even go to the headquarters to see if they're on the up and up. But that's another coin that I'm looking at right now and investing in, because it aims, like, I don't care if they're in Atlanta or if they're in Russia. If they're aiming to solve a problem, I'm going to look at it, and if the market cap is there, I'm going to consider investing in it. And right now, the market cap seems to be getting there, and I think it's like at 46 cents a coin because they only have so many in circulation right now. So a lot of these coins do solve problems, and that's why I say, if you're interested in the coin, go to their website, read their white papers, because the white papers will tell you what problem the coin aims to solve.
Right. Yeah, man, that's good stuff, man. That makes sense. A lot of them have causes behind it, you know what I mean? Notable causes, solving world problems. Jawar spoke about it, you know, that he'll read up on the company, look and see how the experience is,
exactly.
How the website looks, does it look professional, what are they going to do, what is their mission, does it look legit, does it look like something that would be useful to the world, etc. You know what I mean? So you have to research. And I love what you said as far as not buying ones that are not listed in that top sector. You know what I mean? Because that's just your rule. There are other people who may go and do something outside that sector and they may win. But that's your rule of how you're doing it. To keep yourself from being burnt. And he's got a foolproof method. He said if you follow what he's doing, then he's keeping you from really hedging a lot of risk. You know what I mean? By staying in a safe area. You know what I mean? It's always risk to something because you ain't making money unless there's some risk to it. But he's showing you how to stay afloat with the minimal risk.
Exactly, like how to minimize the risk at least. Because one thing, and I've seen this, I don't want any of you guys on the opposite end of the stick holding the bag for a coin that you thought was a good coin because it looked pretty or because the website looked nice and the investors just ran away with it. There is a reason. It's not coincidence. It's not theory or whatever. It's just there's a bona fide reason why certain coins will just come out and will be at number 5, example Cardano, and coins have been out for a while and they're at number 34. One of them is called Dogecoin, which is like the little cute coin with